What do you get when you take a cup of Batman the Animated Series, a dash of Shakespeare, a bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a hint of X-Men, and a pinch of Disney magic? You get a tasty treat that's better than Rocky Road. Gargoyles soared to new heights as the very first dramatic animated television series from Disney. This monstrously ambitious show follows Goliath, a towering titan of terror, with a statuesque physique, rock-hard abs, and chiseled features, and the rest of his Gargoyle clan as they protect the Big Apple from evil Tony Stark. Our crusading creatures of the night live in the shadows, unappreciated by the human world who takes them for granted. And while this show admittedly rocks, due to its gothic tone and serious nature, getting Gargoyles greenlit got off to a rocky start, to say the least. You see, kids, back in the day, Disney had been badly burned the last time they tried to make a darker project in 1985 with The Black Cauldron, and Michael Eisner turned down the series twice during its initial development. But after 2 long years of chiseling away at the Gargoyles to shape them into the stone-cold heroes we know today, on October 24th, 1994, the Winged Avengers took flight on leather wings, in a series spanning 78 episodes and 3 seasons. From the art style and animation, to the music and the storytelling, the series fired on all cylinders. And like Batman the Animated Series, it had a stellar cast. Keith David lent his impressive signature voice to Goliath. Jeff Bennett, who Star Wars fans will recognize as Kyle Katarn from the Jedi Outcast games, and Cartoon Network fans will recognize as Johnny Bravo or Dexter's dad, voiced Brooklyn. Now admittedly, the other Gargoyles are kinda lame, but where this series truly shines is with its villains and guest stars. Growing up a Star Trek fan, I was shocked beyond belief to hear Commander Riker himself and Counselor Troy playing against type as the bad guys. But I absolutely loved it. The supporting roles are a veritable who's who of Trek actors as well, from Nichelle Nichols, Avery Brooks, and Michael Dorn, to Kate Mulgrew, Brent Spiner, and LeVar Burton. But don't take my word for it, see for yourself. In an effort to elevate their material beyond standard Saturday morning cartoon fare, the writers incorporated Shakespeare and mythology and other classic literary elements into their stories whenever possible, adding an extra layer of dimension and depth that fans of the series have grown to love. It's no secret that Gargoyles was a response to the success of Batman the Animated Series. The similarities in art style and tone was no coincidence, as several members of the creative team had previously worked on Batman, including producer Frank Parr and writers Michael and Bryn Reeves and Steve Perry. The 90s were a great time for entertainment. Everywhere you turned, the franchise wars were in full swing. Nintendo vs. Sega, Marvel vs. DC, Cartoon Network vs. Nickelodeon, and of course, Walt Disney Animation and Warner Brothers. These intense rivalries inspired each company to do their best to try and top the competition, and as a result, we, the audience, won. Going back and rewatching cartoons from this era, there is a quality to the artwork, music, and production value that is sadly lacking in most modern shows, and Gargoyles is no exception. Blending rich mythological storytelling, Shakespearean tragedy, and the superhero elements of popular culture, this series was greater than the sum of its parts, inspiring fans of all ages for years, while introducing younger viewers to classic literature. The 90s was a true renaissance for animation in the West, with series like Gargoyles, Batman, X-Men, and Superman that managed to tell stories with heart, drama, and tackle real emotional issues while retaining a Y7 rating and 30-minute runtime. Put simply, Gargoyles rocks. But what was your favorite cartoon series growing up? Comment below and let me know. And if you're new here, join the Empire today by subscribing. We're almost to the 4,000 mark. And be sure to give us a like. Before we go, I want to thank all my wizards for their continued support. You guys help make the magic happen around here, and you're totally wizard. If you'd like to be part of what we're doing here, you can help keep the channel alive by becoming a monthly member on our Ko-fi page. A link is in the pinned comment. We have a lot of exciting things on the horizon, so join us by becoming a member, and let's create something together.